2 out of every 5 domestic violence victims admit to staying with their abusers because of one reason. No, not kids, not money. They're pets. Tonight, Fox 6's Henry Rossoff introduces us to some groups right here in Milwaukee that are joining forces to break this cruel form of control.
This is what we like to see. Playful pets having the time of their lives. But sometimes when you look into an animal's eyes,
he would, hit me.
You know there's something more.
He would just hit and hit and hit.
Just like when you look into Heidi Rosh's eyes.
Basically, at the point when he held that loaded gun to my head, that was the point where I knew.
Rosh escaped a severely abusive relationship 2 years ago.
Let's go.
And as if leaving wasn't hard enough, she did so with her 2 dogs,
Tucker and Bella,
caught in the crossfire.
He would threaten that if I left, that he would hurt them. He would do something to them, or he would just let them go outside and, not let them back in and let them, whatever happened to them, happen to them.
Rosh admits she stayed longer than she should have because of those threats.
Abusers use whatever they can to keep people under their control.
About 71% of victims say their abusers promise to hurt or even kill their pets. Like Rosh, up to 40% of those abused will actually stay longer out of fear for their animals.
Good afternoon, Sojourner Family Peace Center.
It's a terrible trend Carmen Petrie sees firsthand as executive director of the nonprofit Sojourner Family Peace Center, the largest domestic violence service provider in Wisconsin.
We would hear consistently from clients that sometimes they would choose to stay in the violent situation because they didn't feel like leaving their animals behind, and they didn't want to be separated. They were fearful that their animals would be hurt.
So recently, Sojourner teamed up with the Wisconsin Humane Society.
The Safe Haven program is really just about removing that barrier and allowing victims to get safe while also honoring the bond between them and their animal and making sure that a reunion is possible.
Education and advocacy manager Jill Klein says the Humane Society uses a group of specially trained volunteers to host the pets of abuse victims for up to 60 days. For safety, everything's done anonymously.
Foster families don't know who the clients are and vice versa, and we actually even limit that information to much of our staff.
Let's go this way.
In fact, these pets we're showing you are animals up for adoption. Klein says putting actual pets in the program on camera could endanger everyone involved.
It's really, really critical that both the foster family and the client understand that anonymity is really important to keeping everyone safe.
Especially those being abused who are already dealing with so much emotionally. And Milwaukee police say the program allows them to help more victims because the victims aren't worried about where their animals are going.
It's a great tool to show them that they no longer need an excuse to stay there. That we're willing to take the dog with us and have somebody watch it for them and feed and water it and care for it until they can get on their feet again.
Currently, 3 abuse victims are using the Safe Haven program.
In the words of one client, she said, "We saved her life. We saved her family," because for her, that was her family.
Fortunately, Rosh's furry family is also safe and growing.
Yep, he's the new guy.
But looking into her eyes, you can tell just how much having the Safe Haven program 2 years ago would have helped.
I could have gotten out even sooner, right away, just decided I'm leaving right now.
And she wants other victims with pets to see
Now you walk all slow.
that as isolated as they may feel, they are now more than ever far from alone.
Because it makes it that much easier for somebody in that situation to get out.
We have more information about volunteering with and donating to the Safe Haven program on our website, fox6now.com. Henry Rossoff, Fox 6 News.
In weather, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that remains in effect for all of southeast Wisconsin until 2 a.m. Could be one of those loud and long nights here as we have thunderstorms approaching us from both the north and the west.